Hi, this is Takeshi Yashima. Welcome to Formula4Prosperity.com. So today's topic is the real truth why people don't feel like to attending the meeting. Alright, so today is at the end of the Thanksgiving weekend, so how's everybody doing, right? So today's topic is the real reason why people don't want to show up to the meeting or don't feel like to. There is a lot of reason to it, but in this time, I'm gonna talk about the person who used to be very active in the business, but suddenly started to don't feel like to show up to the meeting, right? So in this kind of case, there's only almost one reason why they don't want to show up to the meeting. Okay, they may say a lot of excuses. Like they may say, even myself before, it's sometimes happened to me too. Okay, so the real reason, so like let's say, I don't feel like attending the meeting. I don't feel like to go to the meeting. Right? Maybe some of the company has a different kind of form. It can be an event, it can be a webinar, right? It can be a training program. It's each company different, right? But in my company, there's a meeting every single week. Okay, and then I observe, right? The person who don't feel like to showing up to the meeting is usually, right? But not always, but usually, they are not doing well, and then they feel like to quit. Right, the business. That's the most of the cases, like most of the reason. And then those people usually say different excuses, right? Like what I see is usually 4 excuses, right? One of the excuses, oh, my family is, I have to take care of my family, kids is so busy, gonna have to go to the event, so that's the reason why I cannot come to the meeting, right? Some of the people say, oh, my work is so busy, so I cannot go to the meeting, right? Or maybe some other reason is my health condition is not that good, so, I may slow down. Right? Or some of the people say, oh, I don't need a motivation, so I don't need to go to the meeting, right? So all those things that, it's very weird. Some of the people, very active used to come to the meeting, and then if they started to say something like this, and then they don't started to show up to the meeting, right? If you, as a leader, if you see this phenomenon, this is major red flag, okay? It's most of the time, almost always, it's not really because of what they say, okay? What they say is the real, it's just a surface. They may be busy with the family and all those things, but the way they used to be able to attend a meeting, okay? So the real reason is they are not really getting the results. They are very frustrated, right? And then they don't feel like attending the meeting. They feel like to quitting the business. That's usually the case, right? I've been in the business for 4 years, and also I've been in the real estate business for another 5 years, so total 9-10 years. And then I've been saying, if people say something like this, then most of the time they feel like to quitting. Okay, so no matter what they tell you, right, they treat like they want to quit, right? So if we know about this, we can do something about it. Okay, so here's 2 things that we can do. All right. So first thing is the EPR, right? I'm sure that some of the people have heard of the word EPR. E is encourage, and second word P is praise, and the third word R is recognize, right? So usually it's applied in the first E, right? Especially people down in the business, it's called encourage, right? When people not doing well, we can always talk to them, pat on the back, and saying that you are doing great, just keep going, and if you keep going, you will create success, right? And if they need some help, or as a leader, we need to be there for them for all the time, right? And then the second thing that we can do is we always before becoming that state, asking, keep constantly reminding them to come to the meeting, right? My mentor say, when people don't feel like to come to the meeting, that's the time when they need to be in the meeting, right? That's whole true, because in the meeting, right, there's good environment, good people, like pumping up and all those things. So every single time when we are down, we go to the meeting, we're gonna pump up again, and we can work hard. Okay, so always remind them to come to the meeting, right? That's very, very important. Yeah, it's in the end, that's up to the individual decision. right? Because we cannot do so much, right? We can only influence the decision, but we cannot make them to do it, right? So but you know, at least here is what we can do, right? So you know, I hope that you like this video, and if you like this video, you can you know, it will be great if you can share this in the Facebook or LinkedIn or other social media. I will be appreciated. Okay, and if you want to build your if you want to attract quality lead and the prospect via Meetup, you can just go to my you can just click on the right hand side on my website by just and fill in the information. By just doing that, you will get free video on how to attract lead and the prospect via Meetup. Okay, so have a great day everyone, and I will talk to you on the next video. Okay, bye bye.